Hey everyone, it's Brad. Well, guess what? We are here in the buzz of the convention, and I'm here with the amazing Carrie Beam, director at UC Davis. And wow, here we go. So, before we dive in, please tell me about your fabulous outfit. You had a fabulous outfit last year. You're doing it again. You just beam.
Yes, well, thank you so much. Tonight we are doing the Hawaiian theme. We
Yeah.
have a wonderful bright shirt, a wonderful bunch of flowers, only to be exceeded by the festivity of our contestants at Freestyle O.R. Supreme.
So, I want to really get into that. So, I had so much fun last year when I had a chance to experience it. Kind of walk us through, what this is, kind of the activities that happen around it, and the theming around it. So give us a ride.
Absolutely. So freestyle is a chance for everybody, and I mean everybody from a first year undergrad all the way up to the retirees to participate in the conference. So if you didn't have a poster, if you didn't get invited to give a plenary talk, and if you're tired of just kind of walking around holding your cup of coffee and hoping nobody notices you, this is your chance to shine. So it is a fast moving contest with no preparation needed. You just show up, you get assigned to a team. We're delighted to welcome this year our sponsor, DataPrime.ai. Aaron Burciaga and Lance Kallman are bringing us a fantastic real data science problem. They will spend a few minutes giving the entire team, all of the teams, an overview of the data science problem. And then the teams will have about 30 minutes to put together their own assessment of what is the problem. We encourage people to use the Informs job task analysis, domains 1 through 7. And then each team gets a few minutes in the spotlight to come deliver their solution, and then Data Prime will pick the winner.
That is so cool. I mean, what an incredible way to get people engaged, excited, and I'm sure there's some really good competitive spirit out there as well.
Absolutely. Students need to frame the problem. It's not like it's where it's your statistics class and linear regression is chapter 5, and so therefore if it's chapter 5 this must be a regression problem. You really need to learn how to understand these problems, capture them in the wild, and frame them properly so you can get the right tool for the right job.
So let's take a little journey. So talk to us about how this really came to fruition, how it came about, the history of it, and I'm just fascinated by this.
We have the President's Day traffic jam in the San Francisco Bay Area in February of 2018 to thank for this game. What had happened is the Friday morning of President's Day weekend, I had a consulting client called me up and they said, Dr. Beam, and I always know they're very upset when they say Dr. Beam, but they say, Dr. Beam, we'd like to rent you for the morning. We'd like you to come down. We'll tee you up with as much coffee as you can drink. We want to put you in our conference room and we want to have our marketing team come in and give you 20 minutes worth of their problem and you tell them what's wrong. And then we're going to have this team and then that team. And so I did. I'd been down there all morning and one at a time, each of the teams came in and I was able to say, oh, you're wanting a prescriptive optimization thing. However, the tools you're trying to use are predictive. You've got the wrong algorithm there. Or, oh, you got categorical data, but that method doesn't work so well with categorical data. This was in the days before ChatGPT, so nobody was trying to put a large language model onto something that wanted a number.
Right.
But at any rate, by the end of it, I felt like I'd taken about 12 PhD qualifying exams, back to back to back to back to back. But I thought, this is a skill we're not training for our students, is to listen to a problem in the wild and frame it. Is it a business problem? Is it an analytics problem? Is it a statistics problem? Is the training data set not big enough? Is it the wrong kind? Is it perfectly good, but they're just reading the results wrong? Or did they read the results correctly and the CFO didn't like them, so now they can't use them anyways? And so I then got stuck in traffic on the way back. So I had many, many hours to think about what a great experience it had been. And I thought, how can we make this available to our students? And that's where the idea came.
That's incredible. You know what's really amazing about this? You think about how many times during the pandemic, people were pulled in and said, we've got supply issues, we have this, we have nursing shortages, help us fix this. I mean, what a great way to get people some experience and thinking that way.
Absolutely. And we find a lot of our graduates, when they get out in their first job, they're not used to the thing where your boss will grab you and say, hey, in 3 minutes, can you tell me what you think about this? They're not used to the 3 minute soundbite of putting something together. And so we thought, well, like any skill, it gets better with practice. So let's give you a chance to practice it. If you really want to go super alpha on this, you can film yourself doing it and then force yourself to watch the film of it.
There you
You
go.
get a lot of feedback. People will say, "Oh, I didn't realize I said so much," or I didn't realize I was not making eye contact, or I didn't realize I was, biting my fingers.
Wow. So tomorrow, which will be happening tomorrow, Tuesday at 12:45 Convention Center North, 2221A. So when someone goes there tomorrow, and maybe they're nervous or they don't quite, what can they expect to have happen as they show up and walk into this room?
So they can show up, come in and take a seat. The first thing that they can expect to happen is they will be assigned at random to a team
All right.
of between 3 and 5 people. And then they will sit and they will listen to our sponsors present the problem. It will be probably an 8-minute oral presentation. And then with their team, they will be asked to come up with a quick 3-minute solution framing. So we're looking for what should they do? And then one at a time, the teams will get called to the podium, and one team spokesperson, or sometimes everybody, will deliver that team's solution. Last year, we had a network graph problem brought to us by SAS Computing, and we had all sorts of teams. Somebody thought we should use graph theory, somebody else thought we should use regression, somebody else thought it was a neural network. So we welcome all sorts of creativity. And then at the end, the sponsor picks the winner. And we, of course, will have the photographers there, so everybody there will get their picture taken.
How cool. How fun is this? I want to take a little journey with you on Informs and your role here and the activity you had. So what's Informs done for you as a professional, but also as a person?
Informs has been fantastic. It's one of the places where professionally I can come home, because it's where everybody else also thinks this really nerdy branch of math is kind of cool and kind of fun, and where you can say it wasn't a very big linear program and everybody gets, oh yeah, that's not a very big one. I was an Informs member as a graduate student at Berkeley way back when they were still debating when the internet was going to be a thing or not.
Wow.
Yes. And then I was a member of the practice section for many, many years when I was doing, and I still am doing consulting, but when I was doing consulting heavily. And then most recently in 2020 and 2021, I was the chair of the Franz Edelman Award. So I feel like I've seen contests from small to large. And then of course, this is about the 5th or 6th year of freestyle, which is super fun.
Well, I can't wait to swing by. I love the energy of the room. Obviously, you're amazing at your energy. And again, Tuesday, tomorrow, 12:45 p.m., Convention Center North, 2221A.
Almost 221A.
221A. There we go.
We'll see you there.
So, thank you again for everything, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Excellent. Thank you.